Hello there, guys from YouTube. What the hell is the time? I have no idea. Nearly 10 past 10 in the UK, basically. I have just spent the day making these stick figures. Yes, they are trains. Yep, diesel trains. And if you could recognise that there are two trains of the same kind, and there's the blue train, and yeah, you would have realised that this. I tried to do some stick figures from Unstoppable. As if you've seen the film, it's about a runaway train, and then you got like the main characters Chris Pine and Denzel Washington who go in this train, and like 3/4 of the way into the film they end up going after this train, which is the runaway train, and it has 8 of these. Yep, tank wagons. As I call them wagons, not freight cars, because freight cars don't sound right, because it's just like, when you think of car, you think of road. When you think of freight, you think of stuff and like all that, and it just gets confusing. Well, you Americans call it whatever you want, but we Englishmen like to call them wagons, trucks, vans, whatever. And basically, yep, I spent the day making these, and then, yep, you've got 8 of these. In the film, they got 8 of these, and they are carrying hazardous chemicals that could blow up the entire Eastern, and it could blow up the entire Oklahoma state. Oh my God! Yep, pretty darn well suspending, and it was. I've got the film myself. I've watched it hundreds and hundreds of times. I still have to say it's a good film. A very good film. You should watch it. And basically, I'm just going to show you stick by stick figure. It's like, whatever. The first one up is the 777 train, which is the front runaway train. As you can see, I put a lot of detail into these stick figures. I spent a lot. I was first going to do just this train, and then the 776 train. That's it. But then I thought, might as well go and do some more. So there you have it. I rather put it as darker colour than the 776 train, because then you can distinguish which is 777 and which is 776. Then you got 776. Yep. As you can see, it's got a front coupling. Yep. Not like the 777 stick, because this one was behind 777 in the movie, so I gave it that. If you want to use it like in animations, you could just hook it up to the 777 train, and then you away. As you see, it's the same except for the coupling in the front, and basically that's it. Next one, I looked at the photos. Yep, it's train 1206. As you can see, it's different to 777 and 776, whatever. It's got a snowplow on the front. The cab window is a bit behind. It's got those lumps on the top. I forgot what they're called. Yeah, but I like this train because it's got the sled on it. I put a lot of detail into the sled. It actually looks 3-dimensional if you closely look at it. But the bad thing about this one is that the coupling is a bit low. It's a bit weird, but who cares? So this train is really detailed. The next stick is a hopper truck. Yep, a hopper truck. You can see I put those little railing things on it, whatever they are, and I made a lot of detail on the wheels. The coupling is very small. The couplings are small. Next one, the tank wagon. As you can see, it's the same. The bottom is basically the same as the hopper truck, but it's a bit different off the top. Actually, I put detail there because when I watched Denzel Washington or Frank Barnes run across the top of these, I saw that thing there. I was like, okay, didn't see that in the film. Well, I'm blind anyways. No, not really. Yep, so I put some detail into that. And then we got those, and then I call them a normal box wagon. It's those metal like rectangular wagons you get. And I saw a couple of them in the film, but they were like made out of wood. They're pretty useless. But I thought, might as well just make one. So yep, same as the tank wagon and the hopper truck. It's got the basic detail on the bottom. It's got small couplings basically, and that's it for the final one is the flatbed. It's it was very simple to edit. You just put like 1 or 2 lines on the bottom, and then that's it. You got a flatbed. The couplings are a bit more extended. Okay, that sounded very wrong. And as the rest of the trucks, it's just basic detail on the wheels area. That's all from me. Once I make a link for this, I will put a download link in so you could download the pack. And this is Senior AVP WWE34 signing off. Goodbye.